I'm a ranger. I have always played a ranger, and every single game that I play, I love the ranger. Hello again, skunkmunkee here, and today in episode 69, what are we doing? Well, Dungeon Quest. Did you see? Wait, what? Hold on a second here. Hold on. Well, I was just about to say, we just started Dungeon Quest, opened to the Igniters, and... Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I likey. Oh, I likey. Oh, that's amazing. That's that is awesome. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness gracious. That is. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. I had no idea about that. That was completely new to me. Oh man. Woo. Okay. That's stinking awesome. All right. So anyway, as I was, I'm gonna add some backlight behind. Ooh. That's so cool. Anyway, we have just Dungeon Quest has only been open for a few days. People have been playing it, but it is time to make some changes, some upgrades. Nothing big, nothing too special, but yep, just gonna work on some stuff. One thing that we've been having a problem with, this is the opening area. This is where your stuff gets, put in your little barrel here. And as people are coming up and going in here, mobs are making their way through here. And that's kind of a problem. And India's put this here as kind of a temporary thing to kind of, keep the mobs from being able to get through. But I think we're going to do something a little bit more permanent and make it so that this is a completely safe zone. Like if I hit H for the light levels, there's no spawnable areas out here. Everything is completely good. So what we need to do is we need to make this so that nothing can get through here, but yet the players can. And unfortunately, it's going to be that once they get into the game, there's no coming back out here. There's no one running back to safety. But I think that's a fair trade-off to this being a completely 100% safe place until you step into the game. So I'm going to start working on that. I've got some supplies here, my redstone box, so we're going to get started on that and get this all ready for the Igniters to do the next runs. And just like that, we have a brand new entrance into the Dark Woods. Ta-da! And if you meet someone face to face, you're in trouble because there's no going back now. Evil laugh. Insert evil laugh. All right. Next thing on the agenda. When we designed this game, this first level at least, there was no pale meadow, pale forest, whatever they're called. So this is what we had to design for a dead tree. Which, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look great, though. It's kind of, meh. But I think that I can add a little bit of life. Not really life, but add a little bit of, I don't know. It's going to look better. Because I'm going to add some pale leaves to this, some pale wood to the stump of it. And I think it's going to really make it pop. So I'm going to get to that right now. And as is normal for me, I completely underestimated how many leaves I'm going to need. And I'm going to need to go get more. Be right back. I harvested way more of those leaves than I thought. Like, way more. I went and got some saplings. I grew them. I harvested them. Oh. That's not good. We don't want that. We don't want spawning where there shouldn't be spawning. Easy fix. There you go. But now it's fixed also. I put in some of the hanging moss. I don't even know what that stuff is called. I used it up. And I put in some of the carpeted moss. What is that? Pale moss carpet. Yes. Which has this really cool effect of growing up the side, which is absolutely amazing. I love it when it does that. Like, watch it when I, not that one, this one right here. Like, it's just carpet, but if I put it, like, here, it, like, grows up. And I'm like, what? How does it do that? That's really cool. So anyway, I believe this part is done now. Oh man, it just, oh, I love that. That is so cool. So now I can move on to other things, which, man, it's really good. I really, like I said, I didn't mind the look of this tree before, but now it just pops and it fulfills my original idea for what I wanted this tree to look like. Love it. Absolutely love it. And yeah, let's keep working. So one thing that Indy and I strive to do with our game here is to make it keep, not like necessarily evolving, but keep it new and fresh for the people. And so Indy came up with this idea and implemented it, and we worked it out that we now have an iron shrine that they can come across in the dark woods. And the iron shrine is a very specific case. There are some times when a zombie will drop an iron ingot. Not very often, but it can happen. And if you can make it all the way to this point, which is about halfway through, a little bit less, through the level, and you can deposit an iron ingot into that barrel, it will give you a tool to assist you in the game. And I like this design. This was Indy. Indy came up with this, and it's very cool looking. I like how he's got like the cloth. I don't know exactly what he's holding there with the iron on top, letting you know that that's what this is for. And it's a cool implementation, and I like it. We are also working on some other ideas, other shrines that can be added to the game. And this is the first one that's been added. Very cool. Now we're going to go work on something else. It's something that the Igniters have requested, and I can kind of see the appeal, kind of see why they want it, but it wasn't something that I necessarily cared that much about. Gotta remember, flying through the window. But they want a counter of how many times they have run. Now, obviously, some people like, we got Dark here. Dark is written on here 10 runs. And then he's at level 3 with 0 extra XP. Vid hasn't written down how many runs, but some people want to know how many runs. So we're going to implement a system that allows you to count how many runs you have gone on. Who is this? Stars, okay. And Roger the Rude. I don't know who that is. I don't know who anybody is. I know who that person is. Who's this person right here? Minion, okay. So it's going to be a really simple at the beginning, and then the counter thing. But I'm going to have to implement something that's going to take in, because basically it's going to count. It's going to be a base 10 system, so it's going to count 10, and then once you get to 10, it's going to give it's going to give you a different one that means you've gotten to 10, and then so on and so forth. And it's just going to be tied into that button right there. So let's dive down into the belly of the beast here and see how we can implement this system. All right, I'm gonna work on it, and I'll be right back. This has been a pretty simple installation. So the problem that I ran into is when you press the button, which is this pink line right here, I didn't want it just activating the dropper, which is right here, where you're gonna put these I have run in there. That's just a placeholder until Vid gets the resource back that I have put, so that people will know that they have run. Anyway, that, let's see, what was I going to say? Yeah, I didn't want that activating, because they could just sit up there and go pop, pop, hold on, pop, 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 pop on the button. I'm like, I don't want them doing that. So this system is literally this simple. The yellow line is the input line from the key. So anytime you put a key in, it resets right here, which will push this observer over. And then when you push the button, it'll push it back. And when it pushes it back, it automatically triggers, which will drop the I have run into the water stream, which will drop right here. And then the players can collect it, keeping it outside of the shulker, because the shulker is specifically for their save file. And I don't want them to get other stuff in there that is not directly game related. I want it to be completely separate. So that is now implemented, and I think that is awesome. And I think we have one more thing that I want to accomplish today, so let's head upstairs. It is time for me to choose my own character. Yes, so let us go into the character creation. And obviously, I know all about these things. Hopefully, you guys do too. We have got the warrior who focuses on like sharpness and healing and shields. You've got the ranger who focuses on, well, arrows and bows. I mean, it's pretty self, yeah, explanatory there. The rogue is an interesting character, which I don't think anyone's chosen. It gets some cool things such as projectile protection armor, some potions of invisibility, some potions of leaping, and you may be wondering, what could a potion of leaping possibly help you in this game? We have intentionally designed the level that there are spots that, with a potion of leaping or a jump boost beacon right there, you can get into places that are not normally accessible to any other character. So it's kind of a cool thing. Swiftness potions. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting. Plus, it gets a shield. This is the only other one besides the warrior that gets a shield, and actually gets it earlier than the warrior. And shield can be pretty powerful against the stinking skeletons in there. And then you've got the wizard, who of course focuses on potions and, you know, the crazy stuff like ender pearl, fire aspect, totems of undying. So also a pretty powerful. They're all really cool. They are all really cool. Indy and I worked so hard to make each one of them individualistic, but also, you know, powerful, and you know, you got so many choices. So I'm a ranger. I have always played a ranger, and every single game that I play, I love the ranger. I love the idea of it. But the rogue has grown on me, and I think that's where I'm gonna go. Oh my goodness gracious. Most of these things are taken. Bianca the Bashful, Kathy the Kind, Bubba the Belcher, oh my goodness, Gregor the Gargantuan, Poppy the Polite, Tommy the Timid, Henny the Hardy, Yanni the Yellow, Quinn the Questioning, Saren the Short. Oh my goodness gracious, I didn't realize that so many, taking this is crazy. All right, we're gonna go. Oh boy, Bubba the Belcher. All right, thank you. And yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. And my favorite color is red, so there you go. It's destiny, destiny. And then we're gonna wait here for our shulker. Oh man, this is exciting. I up until this moment, I wasn't sure that this is what I wanted. There we go, Bubba the Belcher. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right, that is going to do it for this week's episode. Next week, we're going to be running the game more. Also, we're going to be adding some more stuff to the game. But do definitely tune into the other Igniters channels. I know that already some of them have put up videos of their runs, which is awesome. Check them out. And yeah, that's going to do it for today. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please like, consider subscribing, turn on those notifications. You can follow me on Twitter, you can join my Discord channel. Hope to see you guys on the next Igniter SMP. Until next time.